Women, I mean, if they were in that relationship, you should always have respect. But that's what I'm saying. If they respected the man as they should, then it won't.
Let me ask you this: would you be open to being one of 5 husbands to a woman?
That's something that she would accept, not me.
What? What you mean?
Yeah, just because I said I would be in a relationship, don't mean I would be that part of the relationship. Like, I would want to
No, you would be her husband, and then there was no husband number 3.
I heard what you said. I wasn't saying that I would be in that relationship.
No, I'm asking, would you do it?
I feel like, some guys might.
That's what you do.
No, I wouldn't be in that type of relationship.
So then you definitely agree to monogamy.
I would be in a relationship with multiple wives, because that's what I choose to do.
Nate, I'm not feeling this because you sound like a...
You're trying to make this like sexist. I'm
saying
it's a choice.
No, I'm asking
maybe it is a guy who would be okay being
the
fifth
sexist
husband.
Though, because
that's what I'm saying. You should be able to do that too.
Women.
What did I say?
You said if we were in more of a polygamous relationship, there would be no sass and there would be more respect to the man, like who died and made him a god, like because we were in a polygamous relationship. Who said I gotta do what he do?
Nate's Earl from the 50s.
Who said that? Where they say that?
Earl.
Listen, I was just saying that, like I said, they show respect, and
we respect our men too.
Yeah,
if they act like men.
Do you really? Do you really? Okay.
Drops the mic.
Unpopular opinion. I feel the black female does not respect their man as much as the other races.
I ain't got nothing to say, but I will let you continue.
They will support, but at the same time, they will come down on them.
Who's hurt you?
I'm not saying anybody's hurt me. I just find from my, experience in life that the black female tends to always have more to say to kind of come down on a man, so to speak, versus other races of women.
So with that being said, I'm sorry because I'm a black female.
I understand.
Gotta come on
I want you to come through.
So with that being said, when that obviously those experiences, when you were that black male to that black female, were you able to meet the expectations needed by that black female? Tell me more.
It's never enough.
Okay. Tell me more. I need to know. Did you meet the expectations of being the black male for that female?
I don't think it's possible.
And then, to piggyback off of her point, did you feel like you were enough in relationships with non-black females?
They make you feel you're enough. Yes.
Did those relationships prosper?
The point,
yes or no?
The point
yes,
that I'm getting,
or no?
What I'm saying is whatever they are trying to do works.
Did it prosper?
Because they kiss your tail?
No, it's just I'm piggybacking. I can piggyback off of what Chris said earlier. If the woman is there to empower the man and gear him up and get him out ready to go, he doesn't need to go to work and fight and come home and fight. They say it all the time, but it happens too often with the African American female.
You can't not answer my question just because it will make you lose the debate. Did the relationships with other races prosper?
I'm not currently in any relationship.
I know currently exactly because they didn't prosper.
So with that being said,
correct.
Why do you think us black women have to baby you? You's a grown man. Just like we had to come up in this world and get ourselves together so we can help you be great. Don't you think you need to have yourself together for us?
If none of your relationships worked with black or white or brown or Chinese or whatever or Latino to all the rainbow, then how do you pinpoint the problem with the black women.
My God. That was good.
I'm just speaking off of what I've seen. And I can't say that what I'm saying is not true. It's a different vibe, man. You get these other chicks and they tell you this and they treat you a certain way and they rub you just for no reason. And
so a black woman has never rubbed you for no reason?
No, I'm not saying that. It's just, I can't explain it. It's just a little different. The black woman, they'll do it, but they'll complain, oh, I want this too, or I need this too.
This is on Unpopular Opinion.
Yeah.
I know love has no color blockers. You can love anybody, right? I feel like, no disrespect to you, but I felt this way for years, that black men that just run to other races because they can't handle black women are a little weak.
My God.
That's all.
Now I was gonna say that.
It's not that you can't handle it. It's that you get tired of trying to handle it. It's like, why should I have to try to handle you?
But you also have to ask yourself.
Being with me is the luxury, and I should feel the same way about you.
You have to ask yourself, what are you bringing to the table for the black woman? Because a lot of times you black men come in with these expectations that you want the gods from us, but you ain't brought nothing to the table
that's
for
the thing.
us.
Black women, I think it's something deeper. I think it's dealing with black people in general. Like, we just had a harder life, so we have a harder exterior. But black women just have this hard shell where it's just like you have no compassion, no sympathy for us. In which another race of woman, when their man gets home, it's like, oh, you've been out fighting the world all day. Let me embrace you.
Just like rap music.
They're infatuated with you. They can care less about your experience. They are infatuated.
They can never relate to your experience.
No.
It doesn't matter. It's exactly what you said earlier, Chris. It's the feeling that they give you, man. Tell me what I need to hear in order for me to wake up in the morning and go do this again tomorrow, even better than I did today.
That feeling that you're asking for because you're empty inside won't last. If you can feel that void,
all I'm asking for is inspiration.
You're not getting inspiration. You're getting your feet wet.
But black people are the most creative and the most imaginative and the most producing race on this earth. If we are kings and queens and we say we're the most powerful race, then of course we have to accept that we're both alpha males and alpha females, and we have to learn to coexist in both our kingdom. Right?
Absolutely.
I also think we need to take accountability, my black brother.
Yes, we have to.
And recognize that we have let down our black women. Right? I know personally, I know for a majority. Now, I won't say majority. I'm not going to speak for everybody. But overwhelmingly, we have cheated. We have left the home. We have left mothers to raise these children by themselves. We have not lived up to our end of the bargain. Absolutely. We also get taught toxic traits, and they get passed down. And nobody tries to break that cycle. So if the woman has a little bit of an attitude, by the time they get to us, Nate, they've probably been fucked over 5 or 6 times by the time that they get to us, and they're guarding their heart, right? So we have to be cognizant of that and be a little bit more compassionate and recognize that you have hurt. Also, we have hurt. We have PTSD. We have a lot of anxiety. We have a lot of stuff that the black man deals with, and we have to come together and try to just prosper on that note.
Like, collectively, we have to take the time to diligently understand each other. So to say that the other race treats me better than my race, it's kind of like a slap in the face to your race. That is, we just go through a lot of stuff. You got a lot of reasons of why you feel like this other race is so gentle to you that your own race is.
I agree.
I'd rather go to the white store because the black man is going to mess me over.
Right.
I'm not siding.
And not to say that that's right. Not to say that that's right. Now, I'm not saying that that's the black man messed me over. At
that's
the
not
store.
what
Right.
I'm saying. I'm not saying that the white is better than the black. I'm saying maybe this is the reason, but we as black people tend to want to sulk more. Like they say, we sit here and we cry. Look at what's happening to us. Look at what's happening to us. So at the same time, when you get that in the same household, the woman wants to feel more of a victim than the man. Oh, I've been at work all day. Oh, I've been dealing with your kids all day. Oh, and it becomes a bickering argument thing where, other people are colder than us, as you discussed. They have a colder spirit than us, more ruthless, to where they can just put their own feelings to the side and like, let me get in character and be a wife when he gets home from work. Even though I don't like this guy, I'm going to make his food. I'm going to talk nice to him at the dinner table. We're going to have a nice evening.
Everybody
he's going to go to sleep because we're taking care of this whole house and we got to do this together. And he needs to be healthy tomorrow when he goes into the office. But oftentimes you see black people in the office and what's happening on their breaks? They're arguing with the girl on the phone. They might love them to death. They got big families.
I don't see that.
I see it a lot.
Listen, I personally, I don't want you to fake the funk when I get home.
Yeah.
If you feeling how you feeling, we gonna have feelings. Communication is the key.
Absolutely.
If we can't talk through this, then we don't need to be together. And,
well, it's crazy.
And the same thing can happen with a white woman as it can with a black woman. I could come home and she be just as angry and more bitter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the back of the race, let's say this white woman, her whole family is racist, right?
Like, get out.
And she can't even mess with her family, right? Because she's dealing with a black man, right? Resentment builds up. She's isolated. She's going to create anxiety. That's going to bleed over into the relationship.
My point is not that I want to go to a white girl versus a black girl. I wish the black girls would carry similar traits when it comes down to those situations.
But everybody's healing. But everybody's healing is different. Just like you had to work to get to the place where you are now. You will find someone that is in the same path as you. If you are still meeting chicks that are still in that stricken, bitter, defensive stage, they are just still in the healing process. They're not asking to be this way. They're just not in alignment for you. Okay? So you have to be man enough to say, this is not all black females. This is just because this black female right now is still struggling to overcome all the things that she has to overcome because us as black men in the world have done this, okay? But me as a black man, I've been through a lot too. And I've grown. And I'm going to find someone that is in alignment with me. Whether they're black or white, you find someone that is in alignment with you.
I don't think the issue is like black women don't give the same traits as white women. I think it's just a choice of what your standards are and what you're looking for in a woman. And if you've made poor choices up to now, then that's just what that is. But I think there's black women out there that provide everything that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. You might just not have found that one. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we can make I know this is unpopular opinion, but you can't make a large, overwhelming judgment on black women and say they didn't. Those black women didn't give you that.
Yeah, that experience. Because I can compile all the black men that but I ain't gonna do that.
Like in reverse, if black women said, "I'm not talking to any black men," we'd feel a type of way. If the white man was chosen over you just because you are the color of your skin, which is crazy because you want to separate. But you don't want to separate with black women.
See, that's what I'm saying. You taking my words, and I'm not saying I don't want a black woman. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that black women don't show the same compassion for their men as other races. And I'm not narrowing that to white women at all. It's just other races. And you look into other races' cultures, the women are supposed to be submissive, and the black woman, the first thing they say, I'm not about to do this.
Where do these things come from?
Just like you just started talking just now,
where do these come from?
It happens because this is what they're taught coming up.
So you want us to?
I feel like
you want me to put you on my boob
they embrace
and make
their
you
men.
feel